All right, ladies and gentlemen, welcome to Northern Waters. This is Raider versus SHDO. And Raider is bringing with them a Gearing, a Grozavoy, a Z52, Hindenburg. Oh, hey, look, it's Leonard Krast. A Moskva, a Salem, and a Venezia. And for battleships, a Montana. And our first time seeing a Mecklenburg. Very interesting. Mecklenburg, of course, lots of barrels, lower caliber. Very good against super light cruisers like Minotaur. Posing them to the south, are there any Minotaurs? Nope. We've got a Gearing, a Yuyang, a Shimakaze, followed by Moskva, Salem, Venezia, Honolulu, and a Montana and Yamato. It's nice to see so many Yamatos being played in competitive now, because as most of you guys know, King of the Sea is kind of dominated by ships like Kremlin, Ohio, Vermont, that sort of thing. Oh, look. Oopsies. All right, let's go ahead and pull up the map here and take a look. We already have a Grozavoy that's dropping depth charges. Not a good idea to do that, but okay. The reason I say that is because you just told somebody there's a destroyer heading that direction. Pandora's Moskva now moving into the typical radar spot for a cruiser. And you can see what SHDO is doing here with the Gearing Yuyang. It looks like they're trying to set up possibly for a kill zone shot on the Z52. Obviously, if you're going to take a Z52, you're going to YOLO into the middle of the B cap. The big question is, how do you get out of there? Yuyang now firing deep water torpedoes. Now, these are not at Obsidian Ogre's Z52. These are at what they expect to see over here, which is a radar cruiser. But if you look, Raider's Moskva is on the other side of this island. This is a very common position for radar cruisers, especially Des Moines or Salem. Moskva can fit here too. And this cliffside to the left here is really good at blocking incoming fire. Leonard opening up with his Hindenburg. It's interesting seeing a Hindenburg in this game. Hindenburg and Venezia are both really good cruisers for dealing with Moskva. Specifically, Moskva and Stalingrad as well has 50 millimeter of armor. And so because of that, they've got because of that, very few shells actually will penetrate that armor. Hindenburg has 50 millimeter penetration because it's 1/4 HE pen rule. So 203 divided by 4 is 50 instead of the usual 6, 1/6. And the Venezia with its sap shells will also pen 50 millimeters of armor. So they're in a good position to farm out this Moskva should they want. So Raider has both B and C covered. They haven't gotten into A yet, but you see that little smoke screen there. Usually when you put a smoke screen like that, you're hiding up a radar cruiser. Plus, this is a very common position for Des Moines, Salem, Moskva to sit. So I think it's very smart that Doom 117 is not interested in actually going into the A cap and instead staying outside of it. I think that's a pretty smart play. As soon as he gets in, he'll trip the radar. The other question is, what exactly is the plan with this Z52? Are they just going to leave Obsidian there, or are they going to go in and try to get him out? You can see Yuyang now is spotting Obsidian Ogre. Can't hit him over the island, however. And Obsidian has his Hydro on. So, I'm very curious. Looks like Sir Camelot Salem is in a perfect position to try to farm out the Z52, but the Z just went dark. Nope, he's back up again. Now they are proxy spotting. So the Z52 is now within 2 kilometers of the Yu Yang. So that forces Obsidian Ogre to be proxy spotted. They spot each other, technically, but Obsidian Ogre has Hydro, so he knew the Yu Yang was coming. He still sat there, and he's going to die because of that. His engines are out. He's on double fire. Goodbye. First blood goes to SH Do. Wow. Bit of an error on the side of Team Raider. I'm surprised Obsidian sat there. What? It is what it is. Montana moving up. Gonna take a torpedo from the gearing. There it is. Now there's another salvo coming. I like how Doom waited on the next salvo there. If he got lucky, he might have taken... he might have hit Tarkham Ships Montana with a second torpedo, causing a sticky flood. And just like that, 2 cap flips for SH Do, as well as that kill. Looking back at the other side, Raider does have the C cap firmly, but I think the problem that they have right now is how do we, where do we go from here? You got the Shimakaze that's kiting away, Venezia all the way at the end of the map here. We've got his sap shells coming in. Just missed the Grozovoy. Oof, Pandora takes a big hit in the Moskva. Is that from the Montana? No. That's from Nemaj's Moskva. Very nicely done. Pandora went too far forward. I'm not sure why that happened. Got himself killed by the opposing Moskva. Remember, Moskva's weakness, side armor plating. You cannot afford to show your side. So SHDO is going to grab the BCAP, but they do lose one of their Moskvas in the process. And GHT PDM5 just barely dodges these deep water torpedoes and gets the kill on the opposing Montana. Wow. Pretty nice shot there. There she is sinking right there. So Radar doing a nice job of kiting away. Luke, though, in big trouble. I think he's going to go down. Yeah. It was on fire. Didn't have the heal or the DCP available. And now we're about to see some hot gearing on gearing action. I would assume that Doom has radiolocation. I would also assume that Manadkor has radiolocation. So they are about to spot each other very soon on the opposite ends of the smoke. Raiders Montana now in the BCAP. I think it's going to be pretty hard for him to be dislodged. Look at this, just... I mean, look at how crazy this is, everybody. I mean, it's like... It's like Star Trek 2 when they're like circling the planet or whatever. Raiders Venezia does finish off the Shimakaze. That was over by Sea Ghost Yamato. And so now they're looking quite strong over on that flank. I guess the big question is the Montana going to die? He's been sitting there for a very, very, very long time, and you really don't want to sit someplace. If you know there's a destroyer nearby, It's probably the worst decision you can make. Look at all the torpedoes as the Gearings have finally spotted each other. Doom looking more at the Venezia, taking a long time to react to this other Gearing. He's not going to open up. Okay, so he was purposely not going to shoot. He does get the kill on the Gun Liu. And the Montana's about to die. Gearing Torps are going to come in and finish him off.
The enemy is about to win.
And there he goes. It's the hard part when you take a battleship someplace. You got to stay mobile. You can't just sit still. All right, so now we've got the classic destroyer face-off where they both pop inky, they both turn, they both ask their teammates for help. And in this case, Raider has a teammate that's available to shoot. That's Leonard. And SH-DO does not. So their Gearing's going to be forced to back off. And you'll note that he's on fire and his engines are broken. Speaking of being on fire, looks like Sea Ghost's Yamato is burning or flooding. It's flooding. Oh, look at this hot Venezia on Venezia action. Take a look at Elusive's perspective here. You generally don't want to be the chaser in this engagement because then you're forced to turn into torpedoes and all that good stuff. But Spearing's doing a nice job of turning around. The big question is, oh, I was just saying that as he shows too much side there to try to get his torpedoes off, or I don't know what, and took a big hit there. I was curious where the Yamato was. And Scald is going to win this engagement. No. Yes. Right there. A very, very important kill for SH-DO. And then there's another one. As Raiders Mecklenburg also sits and takes all the torpedoes. SH-DO doing really good with these destroyers. Wow. It's very impressive gameplay. Finding really good opportunities to get in and make things happen. Yu Yang once again going into the B cap. They're going to flip it again. I like that they're sending Leonard to A. That makes perfect sense. Got to get into the back cap. And that Yu Yang needs to die. I am surprised that Leonard stopped shooting at the Yu Yang. If you get a lucky hit or two on the Yu Yang, you get the base decap. Obviously, he was lower health at first. Now he's going back to the Yu Yang. And see, if he had done that just a few moments ago, that's a cap flip that wouldn't have happened. Whatever. But maybe the call came in to get the kill. And Venezia, the one that survived, I was talking about how that was a threat. He does take out the Moskva. So now it's a 3 versus 4 game. This Yamato needs to die. Like yesterday. Leonard does get the kill. Now here's the problem. Does he know that there's torpedoes coming? He's turning instinctively. He's spotted, so he's probably thinking there's torpedoes on the way. I don't think he's got hydro going right now. Maybe it just expired. Nope, there it is. He does have hydro running. So because of that, he spots both the Salem and the Gearing. But this is going to be tough for Raider, though, because SH-DO has the Venezia available to them. And Grozovoi Gearing really don't want to deal with that. So I think the key here is they gotta get the Salem out and the Gearing out as soon as possible, and they have to do it while keeping Leonard alive and very healthy. Those two are very important. Can they do that though? It looks like Leonard's hydro has expired. because the gearing is well within hydro range. And he's not spotted. Now, making this charge like this, he is going to show broadside to Skaldin's Venezia as well, who has healed. Oh, you can't stop here, Leonard. There's the Venezia shells coming in. AP into the side as Leonard goes sideways for torpedoes and dies. Ugh. If he gets the kill on the Salem, it doesn't really matter too much. I mean, he does get the kill, but you've got two destroyers that are up against the Venezia. This is going to end very badly, very quickly. Look at that. Ouch. Venezias are fantastic at hunting destroyers. Bad decision for that Grozavoy to be sitting there. They know the Venezia is coming. Doom is going to smoke up and shoot the Venezia. Okay. Little early on that shot there. Too early. And, oh, pays heavily for that decision. Guys, when you smoke up, you have to wait until you're under 12 knots of speed before you shoot. And now the problem is neither destroyer is really in good shape to deal with this gearing. I mean, the Grozavoy will probably win this engagement, but Doom also can't sit in the smoke either. If the Venezia goes behind the island, that actually gives Doom the chance to run. Is he going to take it, though? Wicked Nemesis is healing in the Grozavoy, which is huge. He's going to A. If you look at the score... Raider has the lead on points, but with two caps, SHDO is catching up. Grozavoy is detected now. The gearing gets spotted. Okay, this has to be a kill for Wicked. He's got to get the kill, and he can't die himself. Those are the two conditions that have to happen right here. Raider gets the kill. Nemesis DCPs. We know there's going to be more shells coming from the Venezia. Here they come right now. Oh! Oh my goodness. Venezia's got no choice. He has to go into B. Frankly, I'm surprised he made that crazy turn over there. If he didn't make that crazy turn over there earlier, and just went right into the B cap, I think he would have been okay. He takes a torpedo. That slows him down, forces the DCP, but most importantly, with 2 minutes to go, and getting that kill, it wasn't a trade, that kill on the gearing, I don't see a way back in for SHDO. If I'm SHDO right now, if I'm this Venezia, I'm taking blind shots into A, knowing that that Grozavoy is very low. As I mentioned that he takes those shots, and... Nah, way off. But still, I like the idea. I would have rather seen him do that earlier. This was by far the craziest game we've cast so far today, guys. I hope you guys have all been enjoying this. This has been absolutely a game of throws. So many opportunities for both teams to win. So many opportunities for both teams to lose. And it's going to come down to points. Raider's going to win on points or time. I'm pretty sure it's going to win on points. Or Scald turns, making more random guess shots. Oh, wait. So many torpedoes he's been dodging. Almost like he's got a sixth sense. And there it is. I have no death pick this game. So I'll just get settled in on this shot of the Venezia here with torpedoes going by. The last man standing, saving a star, but ultimately losing the match. That was wild. That was absolutely wild to watch. I hope you guys had a great time. Congratulations. Congratulations to Raider. with that win. That was a well-earned, hard-fought battle. Wow.